Previously on Love Jasmyn.
Okay, girl. Have you started? You know, actually, I do have some regrets. I don't really need it, but I absolutely love these, but I could have sworn vitamin water was supposed to be on sale. Not seeing vitamin waters. All right, so this is my very long grocery list. Now y'all, I like to shop sales whenever I am grocery shopping, and then I will just make my meals around that. So as y'all can see, this long grocery list, and I'll show y'all when I get to the house how much. But y'all see that total? That's how much money I saved using the store coupons and the coupons I found within the app. And yeah, my total came out to $72.56. And that's how you grocery shop. And if you need help with some shopping tips, please let me know, because like I used to be into coupon clipping when I was younger. It's so funny how like you remember some things that come back, and it's like, oh, you know, girls, some things you actually was. Like, you know how like sometimes when you reminisce on your past, you think about all the things you could have done better. But something that I feel like I did a really great job at a very young age, and it's like, oh, younger Jazz, I see you, girl. Like, thank you, ma'am. And I just had a revelation. But first and foremost, we're gonna talk about before my ADHD kick in, we're gonna talk about this flashback on having good memories when you were younger, like something you're proud of younger you for doing. And one of those things is budgeting and coupon clipping. Now, budgeting, I've been doing budgeting for quite some time now, as far as like budgeting the money I make and the expenses I have and where the money goes. And I really started that when I was in Las Vegas, truth be told, because dang, this is the one time I probably should have brought my mic to kind of cancel out some of this background noise, and I did not even bring it. So we're gonna put in our headphones, and I don't know whatever difference that will make, but we are about to see. So be right back. Y'all, OMG, y'all. So I was on the phone with one of my friends from way back when, like his name is Tone, but we go back like over a decade. I probably met Tone in like 2012, 2013, somewhere in there. So yeah, we've been knowing each other quite some time. So okay, I was on the phone with Tone, and I had in my headphones, and they fell out when our phone call was over, and I forgot to put them back in my AirPod case. Like the moment I really need them, I was slipping because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I don't got it because I did not follow the routine. And that routine is to put your stuff back where you found it. And you know what? It's a rule that this... Okay, y'all, I'm going off on a tangent. But real quick, it's a rule, especially if you're a mama, like I'm a mama, because I kid you not, I tell my children the same thing over and 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 over again. And I feel like, you know what, this is probably how my mama felt about me, because I remember my mom saying, I keep telling y'all the same thing over and over, or like I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. And it's like, oh, this how you felt? My bad. I am so sorry. Cause yeah, y'all, my children, sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. But I'm doing my best to gentle parent. Like, now, there are some threats. There are a lot, actually, it ain't even some. It's a lot of threats that come through, like, you're going to keep on, you're going to get you a pop-pop. Oh, you must want you a pop-pop. And the pop-pop is me getting a belt and them getting a whooping. Because I started off gentle parenting, and then I got overwhelmed, and I was like, okay, let me try this old school thing, see how this goes. But I did not like the way that the old school made me feel. Like, especially seeing them crying from my hands. Like, it's one thing for you to cry from my mouth, and I say that and it kind of sounds a little harsh, but I mean it in a sense of saying, like, no, you can't have that right now. Like, if that makes you cry, then I apologize if that makes you cry, but you can't have that right now because da-da-da-da-da. That, if you cry off of that, then I don't feel bad, because, you know, I did my best to explain it to you in a way that you can understand. And I know that I'm 8 times out of 10 not being a totalitarian. I cannot say that word, but I hear it so clear in my mind. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. But basically, I'm not being a dictator over here, okay? I know I'm not being a dictator over here. I do a whole lot of compromising, and a lot of times when they want something, sometimes I say, you know what, I'm gonna just say yes. Even if you don't deserve it right now, I'm still gonna say yes, because God still says yes to me even when I don't deserve it. But not to get off on my preaching bag, but big facts. Like, there are times when I know I did not deserve this, Lord. You are too good to me. Those happen. And sometimes even when I'm not doing what I'm supposed to, He still come through. So I try to have that same grace with my children. Now, am I perfect? Absolutely not. But yeah, that's the same grace I try to have with them. So I know when I'm telling them no, that it's a valid no. And I'm probably even not even saying no completely. I'm saying no, not right now. Or no, you can have it after you do this. Like, most of the time, that is how my no's come. So if you cry off of that, then I'm sorry, that's just something that you got to learn how to regulate. Like, you got to learn how to regulate these emotions. You're not always going to get what you want when you want it. Sometimes you're going to have to work for it. And sometimes you just going to have to wait for it. You not even work. You just have to wait. Like, no, not right now. Because I know I didn't been so good to you. And, you know, you good right now. You don't really need it. There's something else you can do right now. So yeah, that's how I am with my children. So when I was giving them whoopings, like, I just didn't like the way that it made me feel. And then it's like the whole, like, sometimes I actually would whip them when I was angry, which you probably shouldn't do. Not even probably, you should not do. You should not be whipping. You should not be whipping your children. I'm not going to get it on if you should whip your children or not, because, you know, that's not what I'm here for. But what I will say is you should not be whipping your children while you are mad, because, yeah, no. Like, maybe you gotta go regulate your emotions. Like, y'all both need a timeout. Yeah, sometimes I would actually whip them while I was mad. And then sometimes I didn't know my own strength. Like how can you gauge what is, like, don't hurt too much? Like, how can you gauge that on somebody else's body? There are things that, like, everybody got different pain tolerances. So how can you gauge what may be too much? Like, you might think that, no, it's too much only if, like, they bruised and they bleed and all this stuff. But I didn't have so many whippings where my skin didn't have whelps, like marks. There was even one time skin was broke. I remember some of my whippings. Now, do I remember all of them? Of course not. Of course not. But I do remember some. And this not to even talk about my parenting, because I feel like my mom, overall, she did a pretty great job. And she did the best that I know. And I trust and believe that she did the best that she could. And I say that because my mom educated herself, and she showed us the importance of an education. And so I feel like if there are some things, especially more so positive, I'm not saying they're all positive, because of course no parent is perfect. If you're a parent yourself, you know for a fact you're not perfect. You know you are getting things wrong, and you are actively learning. There's no guide to how to guide these children. Now, there are some conversations that you can have with yourself, you can have with God, that you can have with a parenting book. And I'm not talking about I was gonna say I'm not talking about a new school parenting book, because that's false. God gives wisdom to any and all. So like it don't matter. And all in some capacity, because some people it's like, hold on, wait a minute now, baby. But yeah, anyways, let me stay focused. Y'all see how I just be veering off track? Let's stay focused. Okay, so anyways, back to the main focus here. My goodness. So I just be telling my children a whole bunch of stuff all the time, and I don't even know what the original thought was, because that is how the mind be going. Oh, it's the bunny. I hope he didn't jump the bunny in the road. Like he was about to hop right in front of the car, and I hope not, because I'm in Big Mama. Speaking of Big Mama, I got to show y'all my new car. I did actually purchase a car, and I purchased it so long ago, but y'all, it's such a long story, so that's something we're gonna have to save for another time. And yeah, and then we can do a whole little car tour and everything, because Big Mama is cute. Like, Big Mama is cute. All right, so back to our original thought, if I can even think about it. Goodness gracious. Also, we did have a little smoky smoke, but it was very, 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 very little. Like literally 2 puffs off of a fresh new blunt. So yeah, nothing, because sis on her way to work, like she had to go to work. So yeah. Anyways, oh, okay, so I have gone back to gentle parenting. That's what I was trying to say. Is I once was a gentle parent, and then I got overwhelmed and said, you know what, maybe I'm doing things wrong. Let me try this old school parenting. But the old school parenting just made me feel yucky, truth be told. Hurt me more than it hurt them, probably. And I also noticed that it was starting to get easier and easier to just grab the belt. Like, I wasn't giving as many chances as I was once before. And y'all, ain't nothing changed. If anything, they became a little worse, truth be told. So yeah, don't think that worked for them too well. So now, and I have been for a little moment now, trying to go back to gentle parenting. So yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. And when I say they be taking you through there, I feel like that's not what I picked up this to talk about, but this just how my mind be, and this is what it's like on the inside of my brain. All the time, it just be jumping all over the place, and it's the reason why I need a schedule for literally everything. Oh, you know what? I think that's what I was talking about, schedules. I know what I was talking about. Oh, look at God. You see how he brought it back? Oh, he brought it back full circle to show y'all. But also, thank you, younger Jasmyn, for recognizing that something was wrong. Well, not wrong, but you just needed a little extra help, and that is with my memory and stuff. So yeah, when I was probably 18, 19, I started couponing. That's a dang on shame. Y'all see how I just went all the way around like that? That is crazy. Off of the original thought of me trying to teach her how to grocery shop. That's 13 minutes, y'all. That's crazy. But this is also self-awareness, like, and that's also something else I thank younger Jazz for. But back to the original one. So couponing. I used to coupon. I was into couponing, baby, and I just really loved it. Like, I would go to CVS and I would get like $80 worth of stuff, and I kid you not, sometimes I would pay like 10-12 cents. Like, insane. And I would get so much stuff. I'm gonna insert some photos here, because I definitely was sharing at that time on my Facebook when I would do my couponing, and your girl was good at it. Like, TLC couponing show, like that was my show. That was my ish. Like I stayed up on that, and yeah, absolutely love couponing. So I learned about couponing then, and then when I moved to Vegas, then that's when I got into budgeting, because I was a waitress. And actually, no, I probably got in. No, yeah, I got into budgeting when I got to Vegas. But I wish I would have got into budgeting when I still lived in Virginia, because when I first started being a server, I did not budget my money the way that I budgeted my money when I lived in Las Vegas. And y'all, I was making money in Las Vegas, and your girl had bills. So I can only imagine the money I was making when I was a server living at home still. Like, but I wasn't budgeting. And because I always had money and I got money every night I worked, you know, that was the immaturity mindset at the time. And just, you know, I'm not too harsh on myself with that, because it's just like, no, you a kid being a kid. You just didn't understand the importance. Or you just didn't, actually, I just didn't even understand. I ain't even gonna say the importance. I didn't even understand. So anyways, girl was spending money recklessly. Like, and I was just having this talk with Tony earlier, that reckless don't always have to be a bad thing. Like, reckless can sometimes be a great thing, because absolutely free. I have no care in the world, baby. Happy. Like, just, in so Kanye's terms, just don't give a fuck. Like that's what reckless is sometimes. Well, always, but like sometimes it can be a great thing to be in there. And so anyways, so what I learned over time was how to budget. And so then I just combined them. So I would go grocery shopping, make my little budget. All right, this is how much I got to spend for the month. Okay, this is what I got to spend for the week if I'm gonna go weekly shopping, which I typically do. And so yeah, those couponing skills came to good use, and they still come to good use this day, as well as my budgeting. So yeah, like there's some things that younger me did that I gotta say, like, girl, thank you. And the new revelation that it had gave me is that there are things that you are doing right now that future you is going to look back on and be like, girl, thank you so much. Like, you did us a solid when you learned how to do this, or you kept up with this. So like, if you have a dream and you've been having this dream for years, it has passed the time test. If you have a dream that has stayed with you for at least 5 years or more, baby, what are you waiting on? Like, let's work towards that. And you might have multiple dreams that pass the time test. And so if that is the case, I know it is very, very hard to choose on what to get started on first, because that's what a lot of people be like. It's like, well, no, I know my why, and I know what all I want to do, but that's the problem. Like, there's so much that I want to do. Then my advice to you would be to pick which one is going to be the easiest one for you to do at this moment in time, and just start on that one. Put your whole focus on literally that goal. Now, that's not to say that the other goals cannot be achieved or should just be forgotten about, because no, you're gonna hold on to them too. But you can't, okay, let me not say that, because you can. It's just gonna take you a very long time. But if you want to go fast, you need to focus on just one thing at a time. And then once that has kicked off, once the momentum has got going on that thing, then you can add on something else, because it's not going to be as hard to do after a certain amount of time. Like right now, like for example, me vlogging. Right now, vlogging is something that has been, for quite some time now, been very hard for me to do and stay consistently, because it's like, this is something new. This is, I have to get outside of my comfort zone, because even film it in public right now. It's scary, which is why y'all hardly ever see me out in public talking directly to the camera, because that is something that is still outside of my comfort zone. Me getting up vlogging me talking straight to the camera is still something that is getting me outside of my comfort zone. And I have been trying and doing this for quite some time and been wanting to do this for quite some time, but I have had a fear of being seen and feeling as if like, well, no, I'm not ready yet because. And so all this time keeps going by because I keep adding on to this list of why I am not ready. And it's like, baby, you never gonna be ready. Like, that's the whole point. You're never gonna be ready. You just have to choose what will be the easiest or the most affordable for you to do. I will say it like that, because nothing about it is going to be easy. Whenever you're going after your dreams, it's never going to be easy because it requires you to get outside of your comfort zone. And so it's just not going to be easy. So you don't want to choose the easiest in the sense of like, oh, it doesn't take any effort. No, you want to choose the easiest as in what is the most affordable thing you can do. Meaning, what is it that you can do that will get you closer to that dream that you have with what you have right now. Not with what you're going to get or what you're planning to get or hoping to get or praying to get. No, what can you do right now with what you have that will get you closer to your dream? What is the most affordable thing? And so for me, like, I want to be someone who gets paid to live because I am teaching people how to live. Like, that has always been my dream. And like, I've never really had a title I could put on it, because I'm like, well, like, I don't know what that would be. Like, and for the longest time I thought motivational speaker, because that was the closest thing I could think of that was related to what I wanted to do. But even motivational speaker wasn't 100% it. And then came about the world of content creation and what it means to be a content creator or an influencer. And that's when I'm like, oh, all this time I've been wanting to be an influencer. But there wasn't a name for it then. But now there is. And so what can I do with what I have right now that will get me closer to that dream? And it's like, girl, you got a phone, you didn't even bought stuff. Like, you're not even at day 1, day 2, day 3, none of that. You probably, truthfully, like, from the very first time you started, you were probably 10 years in and don't even realize it. It's just, it doesn't seem like it because you haven't stayed consistent. You have been consistently inconsistent. And so it's taken you a very long time. But when you focus, you will start reaching those dreams faster and more easily because of the person you are becoming. And so that is what it's like for me when it comes to picking up this camera. Like, it's very, very uncomfortable in a sense of like, I'm just not used to being in front of people in a sense of like, I'm the center of attention. Like, I never wanted to be the center of attention. I have always been very shy, always been wanting to be behind the scenes. And it's like, but that don't make sense for the dream that you have. Like, the dream that you have is not matching. I'm trying to think of it. I want to say character or demeanor, but I don't know if those are the best words. But it's like, who you're presenting yourself to be is not aligning with what it is that you want. Like, if you want to show people how to live, your dream is to get paid to live by showing people how to live, And it's like, it's in the name, you showing how you know, you gotta be seen. If you're showing, you have to be seen. So sorry, baby girl, but it's time to be seen. And so yeah, that's where I'm at with it right now. As far as, oh, I got such a great parking spot. I love it. Now I see this the time to get here. Look at God. Because I still got like 20 minutes before it's time for me to really clock in. But okay, anyways, y'all, let me focus so I can get this message to you, because clearly God wants me to tap in. And so yeah, it's all in the name. If you want to show, then you have to be seen. And so in order to be seen, you have to be in front of some eyes. So yeah, this is me trying to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And yeah, so I guess there are so many different takeaways. I guess that's why God had me go in this long circle like this. But takeaway number one is, I want you to think about something that younger you did that you are so grateful and appreciative of. Like, what's that one thing that, or it could be multiple things. You could be a superstar. You know, you could have been tapped in at an early age. But what is something? And if you got multiple, please leave them down in the comments below, because it might ring a bell for somebody of like, oh, you know, I never thought about this as a bonus, but yeah, I did this too. Because we are related, y'all. There's a, especially if you see in this video, then obviously my energy aligned with your energy, and it did what it needed to do. So yeah, number one, choose something that younger you did that you like, girl, you did that. And then number two, I want you to think about something that current you can do right now, that will make a future version of you so grateful and so appreciative. So for me, what I'm thinking of right now is going to the gym. Now, I've been in the gym in and out for over 10 years, but even when I was younger, like, it was, I probably could last maybe a week, if that, maybe a month tops. Like, I remember I had a Planet Fitness gym membership for years, and I can count on my hand how many times I went into Planet Fitness. And truth be told, most of those times was to go get in a massage chair. And so, like, me working out regularly has been a more recent thing. I would say I started in 2023 is when I would really say I got started. I got a phone call, so it threw me off. I'm sorry, y'all. So as far as like actually showing up consistently, like, that's when I would say I really got started. But showing up consistently, I would say that didn't happen until right before I broke my finger. And then I broke my finger, and then I wasn't consistent anymore. And then I was very disappointed, because it's like, man, like da. And then after my finger healed and I felt comfortable and confident in my finger, then I started going back to the gym. But I would say probably within the last year and a half, maybe more so year, is when I really got serious and was like, no, we gonna be in here. We coming to the gym. So yeah, very proud of myself. And right now I'm on a little break, but we about to get back to it, because I believe that if I finally can stay consistent with this, with me going to the gym regularly and it becoming a habit, I think it is something that future me is going to be so grateful and so appreciative for. So what's something right now that you can do that future you will be appreciative of? And then third, last but not least, I want to say thank you for watching this video. I so appreciate you. You are amazing if you made it this far, because, you know, if you look on my channel, ain't a whole lot of us here yet, but we are in the middle, we are in the beginning, and that is a beautiful thing, because it's also a really rough, hard thing to do. But we're gonna stay consistent, and I hope that you join me on this journey. If so, please do hit the subscribe button. Please like if you will. And I thank you for helping me stay consistent and helping me get closer to my dream. And that's showing up every single day so I can show you how to live the life of your dreams because you deserve it.
Undead to society later. Much later.
This is Big Mama. Welcome to Big Mama. Big Mama is a 2015 Infiniti, and y'all, I'm gonna finish telling y'all the story about it, but this is her. Now, Big Mama keep doing a whole lot of beeping and whatnot, and I don't know what that's about, but this is Big Mama. Big Mama, she growing, she's so cute. I love her. She is it, yes. Woo! Y'all, we got everything done on our to-do list, and your girl is so happy about it. I have to vlog. I forgot I had to vlog, but you made me remember.
When you're working in the NBC, Fox News.
Oui.
Look at my view.
Thai.
Hi.
Duet.
Duet.
Live.
Love. See, it does say love is lips.
My belly is
Ah.
Mayan. No. You have the big nose. Liggen yung negwo.
bone.
Buone. So I don't have to say yon. I do have to say yon. So liggen yung
If you want
negwo.
I'm
Using my front camera so I can see. I say usually you're supposed to use your back camera, but we don't have to do that. But let's get into our workout, child. Today is April 1st, so we're doing our very first workout of our workout plan. I'm about to find me some music to listen to. Already my knees tight. I haven't even started doing anything. I feel like I got a bump right here, y'all. Let me see. I don't think y'all can see it, but it definitely feels like something going on. Ooh, feel it down, yeah. I don't got no rhythm, y'all. Whew. Warm up is done. Let's go. Okay, we finished our workout, baby. We did it. It took me about an hour, only because the treadmill I got on, the incline wasn't working, so I don't know. I think I might look into getting myself a gym membership at some point, because yeah, the equipment just don't be working, and I don't like that. I need the equipment to be working, please. So yeah, but something going on with my throat, so yeah, I'm about to hop off, but I will talk to y'all soon. I don't know when I'm gonna talk to y'all, truth be told, because I don't know if I'm gonna pick up the camera when I get home, but I hope that you all enjoyed the workout. Y'all, if y'all try the workout, please do let me know, because yeah, your girl's sweating. I didn't get to show y'all a post pic because I'm running a little late, but yeah. All right, love ya, bye.
Early the next morning.
I've been all in my phone, I got options, and I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I can run all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you right in my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friend, but I wouldn't wanna leave, even though I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body stays. My mind, and my body. My body stays. My mind.
Ooh-wee. Okay, so just finished our back/arm workout. I feel really good. My Apple Watch was not tracking the first portion of my workout, so it didn't time my warm-up or like the first 2 sets of my arm workout. So I don't know the total time I just worked out, because I don't remember the time I went in, but I think it was probably about 45 minutes to 50 minutes, so that's not too bad, and it's definitely doable. But my shoulder is, both of my shoulders are hurting and my back is hurting a little bit. So it's like, oh, okay, girl, you did your big one. You did what you were supposed to do. So yeah, now we about to get ready to go home. I gotta script out a video and eat and get the kids off to school, and then I can go. I'm not gonna go to sleep only because the children got a half a day. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay up and then I'll go to sleep later tonight. But yeah, all right, we did it. Day 2.
24 hours later.
I get money, I'm a star. I get money, I'm a star.お金稼ぐ俺らはスターお金稼ぐ私はスターお金稼ぐ俺らはスターお金稼ぐ私はスタースタースタースタースタースタースタースタースタースタースタースタースター
Think big, bitch. I gotta go.